Hey guys, this is Mistress Nightmare here, and today we'll be reading chapter 2 of Don't Go to Sleep. Before we get started, please hit that like button, comment, subscribe to this channel if you guys want more creepypasta fanfictions out there. Until then, let's get started. I woke up the next morning in my bed and I began to remember the events of last night. A guy named Jeff who tried to kill me, and for some reason ended up letting me go. And now he's living with me. With all the crazy events, I began to think maybe last night it was just a weird dream. There was no way I almost got away from a killer, and let alone almost get killed last night by a guy named Jeff. There's absolutely no way he's living with me now. With that in mind, I simply got out of bed and wearing the cutest little black nightgown that I had and headed downstairs to fix something for myself for breakfast. I noticed the fridge was wide open and I heard someone going through it. I had to believe that it was one of my parents, but I realized something. My parents aren't usually up until 2 in the afternoon. The fridge closed and to my surprise, it was Jeff. "Good morning," Jeff said with a carton of milk in his hands. I was a little stunned by the fact that he wasn't a dream after all. This was reality. Morning," I stuttered. "What's wrong? Did you sleep well?" he asked, looking a bit concerned as he walked over to me. No, it's just, never mind. Anyway, I have to go to work today, so I hope you find something to do in town while I'm at work. I can't have you in the house while my parents are at home." "Don't worry, Alex. I know what I'm doing. So don't be so damn paranoid," he scoffed. I walked over to the table and placed the carton of milk on the side. "I am not paranoid. What's your plan?" I walked over to the carton and get myself a glass of milk and taking a sip. "Easy. I'm coming with you to work," he simply said. I was shocked and spit out my milk at that answer. "What?" I said in a loud-pitched shriek. "Yeah, what's the problem?" "Of course there's a problem. You can't come with me to work. You're already living with me, and I don't need you turning into a stalker." My voice rose. "Remember what I said last night. I'm stuck to you like glue. So wherever you go, I go. Plus, I want to see where you work." He seemed to have grinned even more with that unusual grin that was carved into his cheeks. "God damn it, Jeff. No, you cannot. Okay? I can't have you following me 24/7. I said angrily. And "Why not?" he said with a playful pout. "It's going to get super annoying." Jeff came closer to me, causing me to back up until my back hit the wall, and I could tell by the look of his eyes he was a bit ticked off. I stood my ground and looked at him firmly. "Well, hon, until I figured out this sudden urge to stand by your side and make sure nothing happens to you, you're stuck with me," he said in a low, dark voice, which made me frighten a little bit. He backed up and I sighed in defeat. There was no way I was going to argue with him. "Fine," I muttered. "That's much better. Now, better get some breakfast. I'm assuming you're leaving soon," Jeff said, making his way upstairs. This was my life now, and I was really okay with it, turning into a living hell. I finished some of my breakfast that I made and made my way upstairs to get ready for work. It was around 9:30 a.m. by the time I and Jeff left the house and walked. That felt like it was taking forever. I couldn't allow the silence to drag on for the entire walk, since this guy's crazy and staying with me. Now it's time to get some good answers from Jeff. "Hey, Jeff," I started off. "Yeah, Alex?" he replied, sounding a bit cold. "How the earth did you find me after you let me go last night?" I asked. "Simple. I followed you," he answered with that. "No trouble at all. It kind of freaked me out a bit that he was able to track me down so easily. Okay, I now know that answer to that, but I want to know more. Why didn't you kill me? Jeff sighed and put his hands around the back of his head. Well, at the moment, I saw you crying, and I felt this pain in my chest, and a voice in my head telling me not to kill you. Since I have no heart to listen to, I listened to my head, and I let you go. But the moment I let you go, the pain returned. My head was telling me to go after you, and now here I am. Jeff explained without hesitation. I see. Why did you whisper to me, "Don't go to sleep"? I asked. Before I kill someone, I always tell them to go to sleep, meaning to die. Don't go to sleep means the opposite. Don't die. He didn't seem to mind the question. He was answering them honestly. Oh, I see. And also, why do you believe that you have no heart? Everyone has a heart, even though it's a dark one. I added, well, you see, when you're a killer, you really don't have exactly a heart, especially the ones that matters to us creepypasta gang. I started a little bit more curious about the creepypasta gang. I was going to ask Jeff about it when I arrived at my workplace. Well, it's time for me to head to work. See you later, I said, heading inside. Yeah, see you later, Jeff muttered. This was now my life, a killer living with me for who knows how long, making things even weirder. He was going to follow me everywhere. Even the thought that made me cringe in both fear and disgust. But also that must have some other reasons, that the one that he's telling me. And now I was going to get to the bottom of it, no matter what. I also began to wonder, what is this creepypasta gang he mentioned? Does this gang have something to do with him being a killer, along with his fearful yet odd, charming appearance? There was a lot of questions storming through my mind, and I needed answers soon. Hey guys, you made it to the end of the episode. I'm glad. Before we get started on the next one, please hit that like button, comment, subscribe to this channel if you guys want more creepypasta fanfictions out there. Also, the link to the story is in the description box below, just for a reminder. And also, there's more creepypasta fanfics on their way, especially for those 18 and up. And another reminder that something big is coming up in this channel. I hope you guys are ready for it. Until then, bye!